so strange because this year, because of COVID, we can't do the show live, right? So of course we really picked up a lot of momentum last year. We felt really like we were going places, and we already had ideas as to what we could do different, what we could do better, how to expand it. And so with COVID hitting, this was the I want to say the next best thing. But now that we're involved in the production of this concept, it's almost better than live.
I love Neil's songs, the way he structures them, and how we're kind of blending the classicism of some of the compositions with the more contemporary rock. And so I tried to bring that kind of quality, that classicism in some of the balletic images that you would sing, but also kind of distilling them or morphing them to be a little bit more spooky, or whatever the feel was for whatever the piece is. It's been super fun. I love working with Neil since last year. This has been like a project that's turned into something 10 times bigger. So.
Now the different shots we can get, the different atmosphere we can get, the different angles we can get. Someone in a theater, mid-level would never see the level of detail that you could see with what we're doing right now. So, I want to say it was a substitution for, really doing One Dark Night, but I think it's something a lot better.
When you think about watching a proscenium production, everything is on display. And so you kind of have to pick and choose what you're watching, whereas when we incorporate film into it, we can kind of control the eye of the viewer and see how they're watching the story unfold, and how we're watching the movement or the interaction between the dancers. So it's been a really great and enlightening time trying to figure out how I can guide the eye in a way I haven't before thought about in my choreography. Of course, we have had the challenge of bringing these characters to life, but with the masks that we had, to make sure that we were safely distanced. And I kind of strayed, for the most part, away from partnering of any intricacies throughout the whole thing, just so we can stay as safe as possible. But it's been, I think the masks are not a total distraction. We've kind of found a way to blend them in a little bit to make them more natural when it comes to whether we're wanting the skin to match the mask or the mask to match the costume. I just want to say thank you to all the dancers and to everybody that was involved in this project. It took so much envisioning from many different outside forces. I mean, this has been a collaboration with Neil and, of course, the direction, Magnum Richard, to kind of get their input and what they envisioned for the whole piece. So a lot of hands were in this piece. So that was a challenge at times when we had to figure out, who was in the lead at certain moments. That was a big challenge, but I feel overall we did the best with the circumstances, and I feel it was valuable to have everybody else's input on there. It really gave me perspective in ways that I wasn't looking at the piece before, so it was really insightful.